Thanks for listening to English Go Podcast. If you'd like to listen without adverts, read episode transcripts, or listen to extra bonus episodes, please check the description for more details.
Cool fact, a crocodile can't stick out its tongue. Also, you can get health insurance for a month or just under a year in some states. United Healthcare short-term insurance plans, underwritten by Golden Rule Insurance Company, offer flexible, budget-friendly coverage for you. Learn more at uh1.com.
I've just been out for a bike ride like I do most mornings, and this morning it was raining for part of the journey, and I knew it was going to be raining and I still went out. But unlike last time, when it started sort of snowing/raining and I was miles away from my home and I had to ride back and I got awfully wet and it wasn't great. Unlike that time, I decided to take an umbrella with me, which helped, I would say. It helped, but obviously, you know, an umbrella is... I always find umbrellas a bit weird, because if the rain is coming down like completely straight, you know, like vertical rain, then they work fine, mostly. But if there's a little bit of wind and the rain comes down at an angle, or it's coming down diagonally, then they don't work at all. Like, I don't know, your head stays wet, your head stays dry, your shoulders stay dry, like the top half of your body may be dry, but anything below the waist just gets soaked. So I don't know, I've always found umbrellas like a bit sort of useless. Anyway, they're maybe even more useless when you're on a bike. So on the way back, it was raining. On the way there, I went to a park. On the way there, it was fine, no problem at all. On the way back, it was raining, and it wasn't too much rain. Just some sort of like drizzle, a bit stronger than drizzle, but not too crazy. And I was riding a bike with one hand and holding the umbrella in the other hand, which is something I don't think I've ever done before. I've never had a need to in England, because I don't ride a bike that much in England. If I'm going out somewhere, I'm probably going to be in a car or something like that. So, yeah, really no need to do it. But I've seen quite a few people doing it over here in Japan. And I do think it's very dangerous. But I was going very slowly. Like, so slow that if something happened, I could probably just sort of like stand up, put both of my feet on the floor, and probably wouldn't be too much of a problem. So yeah, if you're going very slowly, maybe it's not as bad. But I've seen some people riding along, and they're going fast, and they've got an umbrella in one hand, and I think, I don't know how you can do that. Yeah, so it was a little difficult doing it, and my one hand got pretty tired. Actually, not the hand holding up the umbrella, the other hand that I was using to control the bike with, on the bike handles, that got tired. But anyway, I was mostly dry, thanks to the fact that the rain wasn't so heavy, and the umbrella did help a bit. Anyway, I didn't really want to talk about getting wet and umbrellas and stuff like that today. What I was going to say is, even though I knew it was raining, I wanted to go out in the rain, which is maybe a bit of a stupid thing to want to do, but there's this completely different atmosphere outside when you go out in the rain. Yeah, I could see all the rain clouds. It was grey. It was dull. It was a little bit cold, but not too cold. And there was this sort of like different sort of like atmosphere, different sort of smell in the air, because I don't know what it is, but when it rains, you can sometimes get that strange sort of smell that hangs in the air. So there was that sort of like dampness, damp sort of smell in the air. And the park I was heading to, I knew that they had these sort of like little huts, like a little. Well, it's quite reasonably big, I suppose. It's like a roof, and then you've got a sort of wall around most of it, and then you've got some benches all the way around it, and then 2 tables as well, 2 fairly large tables. It's a park I've been to many times before, and studied there or done a bit of work there for my job. But I picked this place because I knew it was going to rain, and I knew they had these sort of huts that you could sit in if it started raining really heavily. So anyway, I went to this park, and it didn't rain at all on the way there. And I took this umbrella with me on the bike, which was a little bit annoying to carry on a bike. But I was sitting there thinking, I can't believe it. Like, the one time I'm prepared for the rain, the one time I have this umbrella with me, I'm ready for the rain to come, and the rain doesn't come. So I was actually a little disappointed that it wasn't raining at that time. And I sat there and I was listening to podcasts, doing some Japanese study, and I just got like some very sweet tea from the vending machine, a nice hot drink, and I was just sitting there just enjoying the moment, and the rain started to come, and it was just a bit of rain, so I wasn't that bothered about it really, but it started to get a bit heavy at some point, and I thought, I probably shouldn't have come out today, really. But anyway, I decided to wait and see if it got a bit lighter, and it did. So that was fine, and I made my way back, and I wasn't too wet, like I said. But anyway, what I wanted to talk about was, as I was sheltering, so as I was sitting in these huts, and I was sheltered from the rain, it reminded me a lot of this feeling, maybe it sounds a bit weird, this feeling I had when I was a child. And what I would do is, I often used to play outside in my parents' back garden. And there was this fairly large sort of like climbing frame, some type of like lot of metal poles and things like that children could climb on and like swing from, like monkeys or something, And I used to get these 4 or 5 large wooden planks of wood. So like a big wooden board, and I'd put these across the climbing frame so that it would create like a platform, like a level that you can climb onto and sort of sit on there. And then over the top of this climbing frame, I would put all of these old sheets that I just found lying around in the garage. And then I would get some clothing pegs and sort of like fasten them together. So connect all these sheets together. And it created like a little like base or a den somewhere that you could sort of like, that a kid could sort of sit in. And I used to like that feeling. And I used to like it the most when it was raining. Because I'd make this sort of place to sort of hide in or sit in outside. And then the rain would come, and I'd think, yeah, this is great. I can still be outside, but I'm not getting wet. And I used to like that feeling of being sort of enclosed in this space, but like looking outside, being able to see outside and watching the rain. But I'm okay, I'm dry. That used to work for a while because, like I said, I used sheets, and they weren't waterproof sheets, so after maybe like 15 minutes, the water would start leaking in, and I'd have to go into the house anyway. But yeah, I enjoyed sort of playing in there before those 15 minutes had ended and I had to go in. And just being in that park today, like sheltering under those under that roof of these like hut type things, and being able to like just look out, be outdoors, but not not closed away from it, no windows separating me from outdoors. And being in the rain as the rain was falling down really did remind me of that thing I used to do as a child so many years ago now. So yeah, I just wondered if you'd ever had any experiences like that, or if you knew what I was talking about when I said there's that sort of feeling that's sort of like a nice feeling when you're sheltered from the rain, but you can see it falling all around you. It's sort of like I don't know, what kind of feeling is it? Cozy? Maybe I'd say it was a cozy feeling. I don't know. Anyway, that has been my morning, and it's just about time for me to get started on my day job. So until next time, bye-bye.
Cool fact, a crocodile can't stick out its tongue. Also, you can get health insurance for a month or just under a year in some states. United Healthcare short-term insurance plans, underwritten by Golden Rule Insurance Company, offer flexible, budget-friendly coverage for you. Learn more at uh1.com.